Rome does not begin with sight. For Zenobia, the city exists long before it reveals itself. Sound arrives first. It travels through stone, through layered masonry that holds footsteps like memory. Boots strike rhythmically somewhere above. Iron answers iron. Far beyond the walls, a mass of people gathers, not yet visible, but already present in weight and pressure. She is kept in a space not intended for comfort or duration. It is a chamber designed for comprehension. The ceiling is low enough to press thought downward. The walls are unfinished, coarse, indifferent. There is no window. Light descends only from above, appearing without warning, retreating just as suddenly. Rome does not explain. Explanation is delayed on purpose. It will arrive later, publicly, through exposure and the body. Waiting is not absence of action. Waiting is the first action of triumph. Rome uses it with precision. Captured queens are never displayed immediately. They are left where time loosens, where hours are not announced and the sun never confirms itself. Only one thing remains constant: wait. The chains are not tightened to cut skin. They are heavy by design. Their function is not pain alone, but memory. The body must continuously register that autonomy has ended. Zenobia stands. She is not seated. Rome understands posture as language. To stand is authority. To be forced to stand, motionless, is a slow extraction of that authority. She remains upright long enough for the body to begin negotiating with itself. Muscles strain. Balance shifts. The shoulders harden under tension. Each adjustment produces sound. Metal meets stone. The chamber answers her movement. This sound is intentional. Silence is never complete. Power remains audible even when no one speaks. The guards are present. They do not intervene. Roman discipline excludes empathy. Nothing is explained to captured rulers. Information is withheld deliberately. Not knowing is part of the sentence. Zenobia understands that this day contains multiple possible endings. Some queens pass through triumph and are never seen again. Others are removed later, quietly, without announcement. No decision is made visible in advance. Uncertainty does the work that cruelty cannot. Her body remembers another rhythm, a time when standing meant command, when people watched because they listened. Now she stands before a state that observes. Rome watches constantly. Posture, breath, the smallest alteration in expression. Every reaction is recorded, even when nothing is written. Roman authority relies on memory and image more than parchment. The waiting continues not from necessity, but calculation. The crowd must assemble fully. Triumph is not private ritual. It is instruction. Zenobia has not yet been seen, yet she already belongs to the spectacle. Her body is being prepared to carry meaning. A queen who resisted Rome must be presented in a way that dissolves the very concept of female sovereignty outside Roman order. Rome does not rush such women toward death. It processes them, waiting, then movement, then decision. Each phase prepares the body for the next reduction. When the order arrives, it is not spoken. The guards shift. The door opens. Light enters abruptly. The body registers the change before the mind can interpret it. From enclosure to exposure. From obscurity to gaze. There is no gradual transition. Rome intends the shock. The difference must be felt. Zenobia has not yet stepped into the procession, but her role is already fixed. From this moment onward, the woman who once ruled will no longer belong to herself. She will belong to Rome, as image, as warning, as instrument. Her posture is adjusted without words. Direction is implied, not stated. The body is guided, not consulted. She moves forward carrying not only chains, but expectation. Rome is ready. The streets are not simply crowded, they are organized. Triumph is not celebration, it is controlled ritual. Each cohort has its position. Each pause has duration. Each movement has purpose. Zenobia is not placed on a cart. She is not dragged. She is led on foot. Roman practice with Eastern queens requires this. A body that walks under command communicates defeat differently than one pulled by force. Rome wants the crowd to see that the queen still stands, but no longer decides. Each step becomes evidence. The chains are not concealed. They are gold, heavy, polished. Gold is chosen deliberately. It represents seized territories, confiscated wealth, absorbed cities, all condensed into metal resting against her neck and arms. Sunlight strikes the gold. Attention follows. The city watches. Not every voice shouts. Many remain silent. Rome understands that looking is sufficient. To be watched without refuge is central to the punishment. Zenobia perceives the crowd both as individuals and as mass. Children stare openly. Men observe with calculation. Women look briefly, then again. Repetition does the work. Shame does not arrive suddenly. It settles through exposure, through the realization that her body now exists as a public object. The army marches ahead. Standards rise. Spoils are carried high. Statues, weapons, insignia of conquered cities pass before her. Zenobia follows, not as part of the loot, but as its culmination. She is not property. She is proof. The soldiers do not turn. There is no need. She is no longer an adversary. She is lesson. The pace slows. Intentionally, Rome never rushes when it wants an image to endure. Her knees begin to resist. The weight of the chains transfers into the spine. Pain accumulates. The expression remains controlled, not because pain is absent, but because expression itself is evaluated. Rome watches closely, whether she falters too soon, whether discomfort is hidden, whether eyes meet the crowd. Every gesture is subject to interpretation. Every reaction may influence what follows. The procession stretches longer than required. Each street, each arch, each open space repeats the image. The defeated queen must be seen again and again. Humiliation cannot be singular. It must be distributed across time and space. Her body begins to lose rhythm. Not collapse, but recalibration. The chains do not move with her. They dictate her movement. Shoulders burn. The back tightens. Each step becomes negotiation between balance and pain. Rome anticipates this moment. This is where dignity begins to fracture. The practice is exact. The body must not fall too early. Collapse would require intervention. Intervention would disrupt the image. A queen who still walks, but no longer rules, communicates submission more effectively than a body dragged across stone. The guards regulate pace precisely. They are not only watchers, they are regulators of meaning. Shame settles deeper, first in the shoulders, then the throat, then the stomach. It is physical before it is understood. Rome ensures humiliation becomes internal. The procession approaches its critical point. The capital is not merely destination, it is decision. Here the public phase of triumph concludes, and the question carried since the beginning sharpens. What follows? Zenobia understands that her feelings no longer matter. Only what Rome will make of her remains relevant. Some captured rulers are taken aside without explanation. Mamertine stone waits beneath the city. Tullianum is not for display. It is for endings that must be comprehended, not witnessed. Roman practice allows multiple conclusions: strangulation, starvation, prolonged waiting in darkness. Isolation binds them all. This possibility has accompanied the procession throughout the day. Unspoken, present. Zenobia will not descend below the city on this day. This is not mercy, it is calculation. Rome understands that some queens are more valuable alive. A living queen stripped of power, contained within Roman order, persists longer as symbol than a body erased in silence. To be spared is not to be freed. It is to be reshaped. She is removed from the role of ruler and placed into the role of proof. Proof that even the highest can be reduced to dependence, surveillance, silence. Life after triumph is not restoration. It is prolonged punishment. Each day maintains memory. Each glance renews defeat. The crowd disperses. Celebration continues elsewhere. The process does not end. Zenobia survives. And in surviving, she becomes precisely what Rome intended from the beginning. Not a legend of resistance, but a living reminder of what awaits a woman who rules without Roman consent. Rome does not need to repeat the lesson